All right, today we're going to be wrapping the lower extremity lymphatic limb. So we're going to start by first cleaning the lower extremity, making sure that the leg is nice, clean, and dry. After we do that, we will put on a low pH lotion, and then we're going to apply a stockinette. The stockinette will protect the skin and help wick away moisture. So we're going to apply that stockinette all the way up because we're going to go all the way up the trunk today. All right, we're going to begin with the toes. We're going to start wrapping at the arch of the foot. I'm going to just get all that so you can really see this. Okay. Start wrapping at the arch of the foot. Go around the arch, then head down to the toes. I start with the great toe. I like to wrap the toes about twice. Make sure we get all the skin covered. Back around the dorsum of the foot. Anchor it again, then around that toe. All right. We're going to anchor it again. Go around the toe. Anchor it again. Around this fourth toe, typically we don't wrap the little toe because it is obviously a very small toe, but it tends to slip and slide, and so you can get some constriction, some tourniquet effects in that little toe, so we don't see tons of swelling in that little toe, so we don't typically wrap it. Now with my excess white bandaging, I'm just creating those X's, that herringbone shape, just to finish off the roll. All right, and then I'm just gonna tuck it in right there, pull the stockinette over. So then we're gonna use our cotton to build up that shape of the foot, the shape of the leg that we want. We're trying to get the shape of the leg pretty much like a cylinder. I'm going to take my kidneys and put these behind the malleolus. These kidneys help to prevent that pooling of fluid behind the malleolus. So I'm going to really spend some time making sure that this ankle is nice and like a cylinder. Then I'm going to go up the leg. You can relax your leg for a second. Go up the leg. So remember, this cotton is really used to protect the skin, but also create a shape to your leg. We're going to go all the way up, but right now, I'm going to keep my client sitting. I'm going to actually have her hold the cotton, and we'll end up going all the way up in just a few moments. All right, so we're going to begin with our wrapping. I'm going to go ahead and fold my stockinette back. So with the wrapping, I'm going to start with the 6 centimeter. I'm going to create an anchor at the dorsum of the foot. I'm going to go around those lymphatic lakes. Those lymphatic lakes are the part of the foot that's right above the end of the toe. I'm going to kind of iron that out with my finger just to make it nice and tight. Go back around, anchor, and then come back around those lymphatic lakes one more time. So iron it out with my finger. All right, and now we're gonna go around the malleolus, back around, and we're kind of creating a figure 8 here. Around the medial malleolus, back around. Go ahead and dorsiflex your foot for me. Have that client dorsiflex the foot. You can go ahead and cover the heel now, or you'll get the heel the next wrap. The heel doesn't typically swell too badly, so we're okay with just addressing the heel with the next wrap. But actually, I can get it with this one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, I'm going to put a piece of tape here to hold this in place. Now I'm going to take my 8 centimeter because we started towards the great toe, I'm going to start towards the ulnar side this time. I'm going to start, I'm actually going to anchor it right here at the dorsum of the foot again. And we're going to hit that lymphatic lake one more time. I like to take my finger and just iron that out. And now we're just going to start spiraling up. I'm going to cover about 75% of each spiral as I move up the foot and leg. Go ahead, yep, dorsiflex your foot. So we've created quite a bit of compression, especially on the dorsum of the foot. So now as we go up that leg, there's going to be less and less compression because we're creating graded compression throughout the leg. Just get that a little straighter for you. All right, so now I'm going to feel where it's soft. It's soft right here, so that's where I'm going to start wrapping. So last time I went towards the ulnar side of the foot, so this time I'm going to go towards the great toe side. All right, and we're going to start going up. So now I'm going to start, we have a lot of compression down here, so I'm going to start going about 50% overlap. You never want your bandage to end on the joint line, so try to plan that out in your head as you're wrapping. All right, so we're at the joint line, so I'm going to have my client stand up. Of course, she is highly mobile. If your client's not mobile, you would put a walker in front of them or have a cane or have something they can hold on to. As you go up over that knee, have them bend the knee slightly, and then you're going to create a figure 8 over that knee. And then just continue your spiral after that. All right, so you can see that I'm about to run out of cotton. So what I would do right there, take some tape. You can actually just hold it right here with a piece of tape while I finish the cotton roll all the way up her leg. While you are doing this with your clients, it's better to have them disrobed. In just a few moments, we're going to wrap the trunk, and when you wrap the trunk, you really want your client to be disrobed. So we have some extra right there, so I'm just going to tear that, and then just continue up with my spirals. So you want to go as high as possible, being careful to iron out any wrinkles that you find. So go as high as possible up the thigh. All right, so you're feeling where it's soft right there. Continue with just using your spirals. Making sure to get any wrinkles that you can. Of course, you can't get all the wrinkles out, but the ones that you can, go ahead and iron those out. I'm covering about 50% overlap now. Again, trying really hard to keep those wrinkles out of there. And you want to get as much up in the groin region as possible, especially if you're not going to wrap the trunk. So we are going to wrap the trunk today. If we weren't going to wrap the trunk today, this is where we would end. So this is what it would look like if we weren't going to wrap the trunk. But instead, our client has truncal edema, or we cannot get these bandages to not slide. So one option you have is to wrap the trunk. With that, you're doing exactly what we did, going all the way up. You're going to start going the opposite direction that you did last time. We're going to anchor just like we did all along. And then you're going to go up across the trunk. Actually, I'm going to go up one more, try to get it even higher before going across the trunk. Now we're going to go up across the trunk. We're going to go back around the trunk. Try really hard not to get any wrinkles in there, okay? And then back across the trunk. You notice I'm always going at an angle too, trying to get all those wrinkles out. Okay. And there you go.